off with the first attack. Exo Danny is starting it with a Queen Charge Twin Hogs. With that Queen right on the bottom side, going to be able to help take out that defensive king nice and early. The beautiful thing about this is so the Royal Champion, whenever she moves around, will not get stuck on that king. Usually that could be a huge issue in many attacks.
Yes, and I'm also excited about the base designs. First of all, we see a diamond-shaped base, I would say here, and the town hall is a little bit inside of the base. So sometimes these town halls are protected very well by a lot of traps, but in this case, I think Exodani has done taken out a good bit of buildings already, and there was no Tesla farm so far. So it seems that he's going to get his target, the town hall, out of the way pretty soon.
Yeah, with that king now to the left side, pulling out the CC Rocket Loot, super minions, gonna look to remove this down hall, pulling a sinking airmine, so he's down one healer in this charge. But typically, Max, we may see a bunch of red air bombs that could be behind the town hall. You may lose all your healers.
Definitely, and it seemed like the defender was expecting this entry. There is the first red, and there are the next red bombs. Is he going to use a balloon? He doesn't have a balloon anymore, so he knows that the queen will die. So let's see how much he invests. Okay, one more range from there. The red bombs! And the queen still has her ability, so that will give her some more value. But now it's all about what the Twin Hogs can do.
Yeah, as he's going to pop this one ability, we're trying to protect the Super Hogs, and regular Hogs moving through as the queen ability now goes up. Finally now uses that Warden Eternal Tome as the Royal Champion is pushing in. But these defensive Rage Towers are doing so much damage, raging up the multi, the scatter, the expo, including the defensive queen as he tries to continue this push. But the Eagle Artillery and Monolith are still up.
Yeah, but he still has a couple of troops there at the top side as well, and the Monolith shoots away pretty slowly at single targets. It's very unfortunate that the Queen went down, because all of those targets down there, the Multi-Inferno and the Scatter that's still up, were targets that she was supposed to get. But with the Royal Champion ability still in hand, Dani still has a chance in this, and however, he finds the Skeleton Trap, and this is getting closer and closer.
But the Tesla is looking to take out this Royal Champion. The Diggy does that, the Giant Bomb is there, down that Royal Champion, and Claus is looking to start off with a defense against Exo Danny as he's trying to get every single bit of percentage, because remember, if you don't get that 3-star, you're looking to get as high up close to 100% as possible. 92, every single building will matter. We've seen matches where it's come down to a single building determining the result.
That's right, and we see two important things there. First, Exo Danny is the highest hit rate attacker from VN eSporting, and NAVI, and he was going in first, so he was confident, and I think the plan was really good. As we can see now, there's not a left standing, although this was baited and the queen died early off. But we also see that the base building from NAVI and the preparation seems to be on point, because they were expecting exactly that entry.
Absolutely. The question's going to be now if NAVI can answer with a 3-star of their own. They got the defense, but an interesting stat from last year. Last year to date, NAVI was the #2 offensive team in terms of attacking, getting 3 stars. But now, they are not even in the top 5, so they've dropped down in the last 60 days. So can NAVI turn around here in the World Championship? They started off really hot, but they've started to cool off leading into the World Championship. So everyone's going to be curious of what Navi's going to be bringing here in the finals. Well, the World Championship here. The finals is not till Sunday.
yeah, let's see about that. But yeah, you're definitely right there. But I also noticed something else. Navi dropped out of all the community leagues in the last couple of months. And they also, whenever we saw them on streams, which was more rare than before, they mostly used Electro Dragons. So it seemed to me that they wanted to hide their strats. So let's see what they bring with their first attack.
And it looks like Claus is going to be well, no, Claus, we saw him out there. Cynthia actually is going to be coming in here with what looks to be a skeleton bat donut. We have a bunch of super barbarians here in this attack, going to take on Hawk's base as we are seeing it. Whoa. What? Cynthia's going for the town hall. He's looking to remove the town hall with spells.
And the Monolith as well, and the Multi-Inferno, and the Expos. What's this man doing? Last invisibility spell going down, and the Town Hall is going down!
clasher of the World Championship, and he does this thing. Oh, this is insane.
Amazing.
Wait, Max, he's got no more spells. He's out of spells now.
Exactly, that's right. That's the downside of it. No more spells, but also that much damage out of the way already. And it also means that the back-end Rage Tower will only rage up those multi-infernos. But let's see what this hero push can do. He's bringing in a Electro Titan with it and a Log Launcher to take care of the Rage Tower and the multi-inferno. So getting into that 9 o'clock compartment with a nice funnel there. And then he's got Super Barbarian to finish it off.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about this base is there's so many open walls. That is when Super Barbarians are perfect. So if you're looking at bases, you're determining when should I use Super Barbarians. When you see bases like this, see all those corners with missing walls? Those are the perfect bases for using this troop because you can move into the compartment and out of the compartment with ease.
Yes, but I think after this opener that was so highly cost so much with spells, I think a perfect ward ability would be necessary, but he didn't catch too much as the Yetis walked to the other side. Let's see if the Yetis and the Electro Titan there can take out the scatter shot. So far, yeah, it's looking good. She actually went into the dead zone of the scatter shot, so a good thing taking care of that, but the back-end multis with the Rage Tower now look pretty scary to me.
Yeah, with this defensive Rage spell, gonna rage up the double multis here as tassels are on the backside, but he does have 9 Super Barbarians. He's gonna use them to pick off the Arch Tower, the cannon, the other Arch Tower.
Yep.
We're starting to see the cheers. They're here in the crowd here cheering for Cynthia, and it looks like he's gonna be delivering a 3-star for NAVI with their first attack here in the Clash of Clans World Championship. What a way to start off using the skeleton spells, the bat spells to remove a Town Hall at Town Hall 15.
Yes, absolutely, and that was very impressive as he was starting off, and it was an overwhelming 3-star. Like, it didn't even get close towards the end with the Super Barbarians tanking and the heroes still being alive. Great job from Cynthia, and that's, I think, especially powerful for the team's momentum, as Cynthia was one of the players that some people had doubts about because he was the latest addition to NAVI, former Queen Walkers, and he also didn't have the best performance so far in the preparation for the World Championship, but now that's all that matters, you know, these attacks here, and there we can see him cheering. That was important to him and his team.
Sharon right there getting the 3-star, the nerves. And the big thing is when you're attacking second and you have a defense to start the match and then you come in with a 3-star of your own, that is a huge momentum going in. I mean, you could talk about that. You got a competitive experience.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it boosts you so much. And let's see how VN can handle the pressure now as they come in their next attack.
And now VN is looking to get the answer. They have to deliver. Cynthia came in on the offensive side previous attack. Now he's on the defensive side, trying to look to stop Alec from coming in with a 3-star. As we are seeing Super Barbarians yet again, because take a look, there's a lot of openings in the walls of this base. So he wants to get this Queen to charge her way all around by herself, as then the Warden, the King can work together, and the Super Barbarians can move throughout this base as he pops that Warden ability to try to have that blimp make it all the way to this Town Hall.
Yeah, wonder what he has in that blimp, because that's going to be important, and also he has to multitask at that point. Okay, he just has Yetis in there, so that's easy to handle. No invisibility spells needed there, but I wonder if he's going to wall break the Queen now or maybe in a second, but the value that she's going to get there with the Eagle Artillery and the scatter shot looks incredible to me, and so far the Queen charge is looking good. I wonder if the heroes on the other side had enough value, because the Ground Expo is still alive.
Yeah, as he does wall break this Queen into the Eagle, this is going to give the Queen access to the other scatter shot with 2 more super wall breakers to utilize for potentially this Queen charge to get so much value. As we are seeing Super Barbarians coming in from the top side, even over to help grab that Ground Expo, even dropping a hog into the area as he's saving out of this Royal Champion to use to move through the base. But you need to use your Super Barbs to protect the Royal Champion so she can stay alive with her digging.
Yeah, and it seems like now he wants to kind of path the way into the bottom side with the Hog Rider and the Super Barbarians at the top side, but it's working easy. Let's see if the wall breakers work. And yes, he gets the wall open. That will give him access to the back and Rage Tower, but not to the Multi-Inferno. But for that, he still has a couple of Super Barbarians and a strong, full-life Royal Champion coming in from 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that Royal Champion's making her way from the left side as he made that Queen invisible. Going to be able to take on the enemy Queen. He needs to get there before his Royal Champion gets locked down. It's a race against the clock. Come on, Queen. Yeah, pops ability just so he can take on the enemy Queen. And yes, the enemy Queen is now distracted on his Queen as the Royal Champion is sneaking in to help grab that multi, but the enemy Queen gets distracted to the bottom side, so he sends a couple headhunters in as we're just about 50 seconds left in this attack.
Oh, this was quite unfortunate. The Skelly spell was lured by the Queen ability, so she was not able to finish the enemy Queen. Instead, she shot away at the Skellies, and now it's a race against the time. I think his own Queen will be able to finish the enemy Queen, but then his own Queen is all he has left, and she has to break out of this compartment first to reach the remainder of what's left of this base.
Yeah, he wanted that enemy Queen to go down, so that's why he popped that Queen ability.
Oh, that's a good path.
Oh. But he does have to make his way to the sweeper. We do have a builder on the other side. It is repairing this multi-target Inferno. It's a race against the clock. He's running with the Diggy. The walls are open. This is gonna maybe, oh, come on. How much health does this have? The Diggy is helping stun. He's moving in 10 seconds, but does he have the time to make his way to the sweeper? No!
He doesn't look happy, and we see the timer running out, and it's a 98% two-star. That was such a great plan. Just a little unlucky there in the end with the timing of the Queen ability. And it's not the 3-star they needed to show that they are still in this.
Yeah, unfortunately fell just a little bit short right there. Now that is two stars for V and eSporting. If NAVI get a 3-star, that is going to be a huge lead in this match. But unfortunate there for Alec, and he pops that Queen ability to try to lure that enemy Queen there quicker, but unfortunate there. But remember, if you do lose a match, it is double elimination. So your hopes are not gone, but it's gonna be a very difficult road through the lower bracket next season.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. You definitely want to stay in that upper bracket if possible, but we've only seen 3 attacks so far, so let's see what NAVI can bring in their second attempt to 3-star VN spaces.
Gaku is looking to lead it off as the captain of NAVI, coming in with a bunch of Mass Inferno dragons here. 13 of them with a Dragon Rider in the mix, using a couple Rocket Loons to help try to go snipe that air defense. And yes, it does indeed go down, as the Flame Flinger is slowly going to be used to the top side. You can use a Barbarian up top by that Flame Flinger to test for Teslas in the area so that it doesn't trigger as the Flame Flinger gets closer, and it will get taken out. So you have to be very careful with any open spaces, because you could have giant bombs, Teslas, traps that are baiting Flame Flingers, but these pros know exactly what to do.
That's right, and he has set up a nice funnel so far for the Inferno Dragons. So let's see about the top side. Okay, he tries to force the Flame Flinger to the right side so it doesn't get into the range of the enemy King, and it seems to be working. And then he wants the Inferno Dragons to hopefully take the King out before it kills the Flame Flinger, I guess. But there come the Inferno Dragons, and now it's all about a perfectly timed Warden ability and where the Tornado Trap is hidden.
It's all about that Tornado Trap. He's going to move in with these Inferno Dragons and Balloons closer to this Town Hall as he does lure out the Clan Castle. Archers, Super Minions, popping that Warden ability. There is no blip because he's using a Flame Flinger, so he's going to rely on his troops to make their way to that Town Hall, but this Flame Flinger is taking forever to make its way to that multi-target Inferno.
That's right, and there were red mines as well, so these Inferno Dragons are damaged already, but they take out the Town Hall. That was important for Gaku, as he still has some heroes to send into the back end, and he's already started with that, and that makes for a little bit of tanking for the Inferno Dragons that are still doing work in the center of the base.
Yeah, with those skeleton spells, provide the distraction on the defenses to move his heroes through, to move the Inferno Dragons through. Remember, you don't really expect necessarily the Inferno Dragons to survive the whole attack. You just want them to get to the core, clear the middle, and then have your their heroes finish off the rest of the base.
Yeah, he also already smiling. I don't know if he feels secure about this attack already, but there are still some raged up defenses that look very scary to me. But the Inferno Dragons are still tanking for the heroes, so the Queen is almost full life with a Unicorn healing her up. And then what I like most about this is that he still has a lot of spells left. What I like less is that the time is running out slowly but surely.
There's a lot of base still to make his way all the way up to the top side and the defensive king, but he's past the defenses. Remember, you don't have to remove the defensive heroes, you just have to take out their platforms. So he doesn't actually have to kill that enemy king up there, but there's a lot of buildings left up as he does pop this RC ability, making his way through the enemy road champion, through this multi-target Inferno, but this king will come back. No, the king does not have the Phoenix, so he won't come back alive, but he's only got 10 seconds, and there just looks like there's too many buildings up here for Gaku.
Yeah, it was an overwhelming plan. He's got the force, but he doesn't have the time. And, you know, you need the time for the 3-star. And we know that at Town Hall 15, there are many buildings, so these players have to take that into account when they plan their attacks. Yeah. And it feels like he just gave his Flamefinger a little bit too much time. It was a great attempt, but it opens the door for VN eSporting. But they really need to 3-star now.
Yes, VN eSporting have a chance now with that defense that they got against Gaku. That's all they're hoping for. They just want a chance. Going down by 2 triples to start a match is devastating on the morale, and it's going to affect the future attacks from them. So now they know they got a defense, and now they know that they have to turn it around here in this match.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. We saw Danny there, as he was the one 2-starring the first attack. He felt very happy about this defense for his team. But now it's hammer time. So let's see if VN eSporting can get their first 3-star.
Pro is up. And you said hammer time? Well, you look at that. It's hogs. They're coming in with their hammers. They run right on through. They're going to look to just path their way through. Remember, they're jumping over walls. Who cares about the walls? But there are a lot of open ones here, so you would think maybe Super Barbarians could be used. Well, no. iPro wants to bring the Queen Charge Twin Hogs. He's got a mix of Super Hogs. He's got the regular Hogs. And that Royal Champion's going to move in together. Finally now delaying those healers to path this Queen up top as he uses that King ability to help take out the scatter and eventually push his way into this ground expo.
Okay, he uses the invisibility spell, but he doesn't. Oh wow, he doesn't make the build-out invisible. So now he reacts quickly with some loons. Now the question is, can they take out the multi-inferno in time? He freezes again. There's a red mine. But I don't know, Carmen, it's close!
Oh, he gets it. That was huge to be able to help take out that multi to protect these healers. If he was not able to do that, the multi-target Inferno would have completely annihilated those healers, stopping this Queen Charge in her tracks. Now that he was able to adapt and save that, taking out the multi, he can continue with his original plan of getting this Queen to charge towards that Town Hall. But, Maxi, this bottom right Rage spell tower is slowly coming back, and it's going to rage up that monolith as he gets in that range.
That's right, and there's also a lot of damage on the Queen, so this rage was timed perfectly, so she would stay alive through those point defenses and the eagle shots, but still, he wanted her to go a different way, so let's hope, I think that he can come back from this, because the Queen was supposed to take the Town Hall all the time, and she is getting there, so now it's time for the second phase of the attack for the Twin Hogs.
And look at that, he used that blimp to help remove the scatter to try to help set that funnel, push these Hogs into the Eagle Artillery, but there are 2 bomb towers as the Queen is now securing this Town Hall. He's continuing the push towards the bottom, moving into that Eagle Artillery, but the double bomb towers is going to do so much damage to the Hog Riders if they're even able to stay alive, because it's getting so much damage. But this Queen is continuing her charge. Maxi, there might be a bunch of red air bombs as he may lose his healers as he passes this area.
Yes, and there is a back-end multi-inferno that he has to get through, but he was able to get some headhunters through the Warden ability that killed this back-end enemy Queen. So the Royal Champion, with her ability and the invisibility spell and the free spell, doesn't have to worry about that. The Queen also on full life, which is important for the time, as we only have 36 seconds ago. We hear some cheers from the viewers already here in Helsinki, Finland, and it looks good for iPro. Can he get the 3-star? It's only about the time now. but they are celebrating.
Look at that. iPro delivering, getting a 3-star for VN eSporting. And this could be exactly what they need. The confidence to be able to deliver and try to take out a defending world champion, which was NAVI. And they are coming in as the #1 seed. VN is the lowest seed here in this tournament. It is a double elimination. They want to stay in the upper bracket. It's the fastest and quickest way to the grand finals, because if you make it to the grand finals, it will be, if you come from the lower bracket, you have to force a bracket reset, and that is so difficult to do.
That's absolutely right, and what I really liked is there. I just saw it at the end, at the right side of the screen, that the percentage is totally equal.
Wow!
So right now, if NAVI were not able to 3-star, and they would have just a 2-star, so that would mean same amount of stars, but VN eSporting would be in would have a disadvantage in percentage. So that was a very, very important 3-star here, and especially with some things going wrong at the beginning, that is, you know, worth even more for the team's morale.
Absolutely. They are trying their absolute best to get every single building down in this match. Of course, they're looking for the 3 stars, but if you fail, you get those 99%. That's still better than getting super low. But are you ready to see what now NAVI can do to answer?
It is going to be Stars. And we know that he is one of the best Lalo players in the world, but there we see 46 Super Barbarians, a troop that is considered one of the strongest currently in the game. But he'll start things off with a donut. It seems to be a skelly and bad donut, as he's got the spells for exactly that, and he's now concentrating to do it and get the value that he intended.
Stars is looking to help take out the scatter shot, the multi-target Inferno. Stars is the, in terms of hit rate, the 5th highest hit rate of all these players in this tournament here at 63%. That means 63% of the time he's 3-starring the max Town Hall 15 bases. That is insane to think, and he was able to be successful there, taking out the scatter, taking out that multi-target Inferno, as he's going to be coming in with the Super Barbarians. Already drops an early warden to help move in with the Queen, the King, in towards this Eagle Artillery. And he's even got a log launcher, probably to pair it up from the left side. There it is, to open all the way across to this Town Hall.
Exactly, so the job of the heroes here, with the tanking power of the Golem and probably an Ice Golem later on, is to take out this Town Hall. So the log launcher should open the walls, but he also brought a jump spell in case it doesn't go far enough. And now he's funneling with the Super Barbarians on the outside to make sure that his heroes actually take the path into this Town Hall, and so far it looks like it's all working according to plan. Now I think that in the back end he will send the Royal Champion in with the Ice Golem to take out maybe the 3 o'clock compartment, but for now we need the troops to somehow get to the Town Hall, and very unfortunately the King opens the wall to the top side, but luckily the troops come back now as he drops the jump spell.
Yeah, that jump spell gives him access now to this Town Hall, even though he did open the walls, freezing up the Town Hall, but he has to make his way to that monolith. He wants this Royal Champion probably to stay on the outside, not towards the Town Hall, and she's going to go to the Archer Tower next, but he doesn't have any spells to distract that monolith, but he's got the Barbarians, he's got the Headhunters to take out that defensive King as the RC continues to move her way around with 9 more Super Barbarians to use to take out the buildings, the defenses, and he's got over a minute left. It's looking pretty good here for Stars.
Yeah, I would say it's looking amazing, as we know that the Super Barbarians have a lot of hit points, and especially with a lot of them going in front of the heroes, they tank just for so long. They can take out skeletons. We see that Stars is happy. We see that the viewers are happy. And this is the 3-star NAVI needed to stay ahead.
Yeah, Stars delivering a 3-star here against VN eSporting. That is putting them up to 8, a 1-star advantage here in this match. Keeping the pressure on VN. They need to start 3-starring more and more. Pretty much at this rate, they know that they have the 3-star out.
That's absolutely right, because the only chance is for them is to provoke a fail from Navi. They need the 2-star from Navi, but in order for that to matter, they need to 3-star themselves. But still, we have the situation that the percentage is entirely equal if VN keep on 3-starring. So they also know that the pressure for Navi is even higher, as they know if they fail and VN 3-stars, they will not just have the equal amount of stars, they will also be back in percent.
Yeah, percentage is going to come down to this match, and I think that it could be all the way up in the high 90s, and if you get one attack in the 80s or lower, you know that you pretty much, that can cost you the match, just like that. But of course, they're going for those triples, and we'll have to see what VN eSporting can do to answer what Navi just did. They're only down by 1. Now it's time for the next attack for VN eSporting.
We have none other than Demo coming in. And once again, we see some more Super Barbarians. We also see 5 invisibility spells and 5 bat spells. So that's very interesting. So maybe he's coming in with a little donut, but it's also for the Town Hall, Carbon Fins.
He's looking to take out the Town Hall and the Clan Castle in the same process. Are you serious? You're looking to do what Cynthia just did? The Clan Castle is down and the Town Hall also goes down. Well done, Demo.
And like he's even shooting away at this ground though. Can he get it? It's so low. Come on, one more bet. No, but it's low and there's no builder to repair it. So he will have an easy time taking it out later on. And now he's using the rocket balloons to funnel. And now the follow-up is basically the same like in Stars' attack.
Yeah,
he wants to get in deep into the base with the log launcher.
Yeah, with that log launcher going into the Eagle, through to the monolith, and then it can line up the shots to hit the multi-target Inferno behind it. Then you always want to try to pair that one ability with that King ability to protect all the Barbarians, and he does! Look at the Barbarians getting protected. Perfect ward in Eternal Tome to get as much value and continuing this push through the core of the space.
Great job, and more importantly, everything is staying together. So the funneling troops that he invested were exactly the right amount, but now the King is slowly dying off. Of course, he has the Phoenix on him, so he's brought back to life for a second, but he will not be tanking for the Queen for long, so he needs to pop the Queen ability. Oh, but the scatter shots with their splash damage are almost taking her out, but the Royal Champion is already in the mix as well.
Oh, the Queen goes down from the scatter shot. It does get the bounce effect. Essentially, the Queen was behind the Electro Titan, but the Royal Champion is coming to the left. She doesn't have much health. Her ability will be forced pretty soon. Remember that Ground Expo, that was on the top of that. It is hitting the troops. It's got like no health at the moment.
Yeah, also the Royal Champion ability doesn't get it.
One shot.
She will get it now. Come on,
yes,
one shot, and there we go. No, now it's down. But there's a little bit of back end left, so he should use the troops that he still has to tank for this Royal Champion, I guess. Especially the Archer Tower at the 3 o'clock side, and then he needs to get through these 2 cannons, and then Demo could have it.
This is exactly why you want to put the Diggy on your Royal Champion. You can see him celebrating.
Yes!
He is loving it. The Diggy gets the stun on the cannon as well, keeping that Royal Champion alive. Absolutely fantastic. So if there is any hero pet you're going to want to be upgrading first, that is 100% going to be the Diggy. Such a strong pet and so important in your attacks.
Yeah, that was such a close one. With a slither of health, the Royal Champion is able to finish the last building, and the pressure is back on Navi. And also, the last attacker for VN eSporting, Hawk, is actually the highest hit rate player for them. So Navi know that they will most likely finish with a 3-star. So maybe the pressure is even rising higher. But then again, these guys, they have a lot of stage experience.
But we know one of the most fan favorites of Navi, we haven't seen yet. Claus,
right.
Still yet to attack for Navi. Who knows when he's going to attack? Is he going to attack next? Is he going to attack last in their match? It's going to be a lot of pressure on them as VN eSporting is bringing the 3 stars. They are answering, but it's time to see now what Navi can do.
Not Claus yet. First we will see Kazuma, and he is known for his extreme queen charges. And when we look at the trooper, we see 5 healers already. So it's going to be another queen charge from Kazuma, but he also has a red spell in there.
He does, that recall spell, but I know I don't want to bring this up, but I just have to. Kazuma has actually the second most amount of, I hate to say it, 1 stars out of all these players in the competition. Out of 250 attacks, he's got 9 1 stars. I know that's not bad, right? But you never know what can happen. As long, oh, he does pull that queen back nice and early, but he did take out the enemy queen, so that the flame flinger can now go into the grab the scatter shot and that Grain Warden altar.
Yeah, that is very interesting. He basically invested the recall spell to make sure that his Flame Flinger could get the value in this corner. And that is something that we have seen once or twice before, but not that often. So it seems like it could be something that Navi has been practicing. I mean, especially because we are all about those secret strategies that we want to see from the teams, and also the secret base designs. And looking at the base design, this is very interesting with this big open eagle corner, and then we have the rest kind of as a diamond-shaped base.
Yeah, doing a queen charge, recall, into. Oh, that is just crazy. That is something you don't normally see often, but this queen has had to get through these super minions. Does pick off that headhunter, but unfortunately the Royal Champion does pull around Skeleton slowing her down, so he uses an invis to allow this Royal Champion to continue her push towards that multi-target Inferno.
Yeah, the Royal Champion's job was also to take out this ground expo that otherwise could have posed a threat to the Flame Flinger. Unfortunately, the Royal Champion found a lot of skelly traps there, so Kazuma is actually investing another free spell there, but he's not going to be able to take out the multi-Inferno with the Royal Champion.
He's not. That multi does stay up, and that queen can't reach it. So he has to come back all the way around as the King Ability went off into the defensive Royal Champion. And now here comes the Lalo in towards the Town Hall. Remember, he doesn't have a blip because he used the Flame Flinger, so he's going to have to use the Warded Eternal Tome to help take down this Town Hall.
And also he invested a couple of free spells on the Royal Champion. I don't know if he has found the Tornado Trap yet. Maybe it's there. No, it's not. Okay, he's got the Town Hall. That's the most important thing at this point.
He does indeed, but the Queen unfortunately is beating a wall right now, as she's going to have to make her way to the mile. The Warden does go down, and he doesn't have too many balloons left. Only 4 with a freeze and an invis left. He does now pop this Queen ability here, but a 2-star for Navi would tie this match up here, Maxi.
Yeah, but I would say, I say it's a time fail if it's a fail. It's probably a time fail, because something would have to go all the way to this multi-inferno, but he still has an invis as well. He could wall break there even, which he's doing now. Yeah, the question is, will anything go back there in time? He needs his queen probably to wrap around and go for the wall.
She does! She does go back.
Wow!
As we do it to the left. Hang on, the Yeti takes that out! The queen's working on the multi, and he's going for the storage! And what?
On the buzzer, and we can see the excitement all across this place here in the viewers and in the team, of course, as well, because we know, we have said how important this is to stay in the lead for Navi, and wow, that was a nail-biter for sure.
That was insane! He had the perfect cleanup in the perfect spots to be able to get it at the absolute last second. Or not even the last second, last millisecond, taking down every single building. So impressive. And I don't know if he thought that was good 3-star. There's a very last moment where the 3 stars came in and keeping a strong lead here for Navi. Going into the final set of attacks in this first match. Let's see what VIA and eSporting can do.
Their last attack, and they need to 3-star, and it is none other than Hawk. I've said it before, he's got the highest hit rate in the team with a whopping 59%, and he's coming in with a queen charge as well, and will be finishing it off with, be careful, not a Lalo, but a low. There are just balloons there, so let's see how he's going to try to pull that off.
I mean, Max, who needs a Lava Hound, right? No one needs a Lava Hound, not in this hit here, as Hawk is going in with this queen, charging her way to the right side as the king has been deployed as well to help push this queen in towards, well, to the left, kind of snake her way into that round expo as he drops the lightning to help take out the multi-target Inferno. The queen will easily be able to grab the ground expo. She is taking quite a bit of damage. There is a defensive rage tower there, so as long as the expos don't get raged up, he can continue this queen charge without needing another rage.
That's right. Now he can charge around this entire compartment, but especially those eagle shots raining away at the queen are a little bit of a problem with the raged up expo in combination, but he's able to drop the spells exactly in the right time. And now we see what the Super Barbarians were for. He wanted to funnel the buildings at the 3 o'clock side to keep this queen inside. And notice that he's also brought 2 more super wall breakers. So he wants to open the multi-inferno compartment and take that out of the way with his queen.
If you take a look at the percentage, it's exactly the same. Right?
Yeah.
This is such a close war. This is a difference of a 1 star. So a 3 star here for VN would put him up to a 98%. That is insane, which means that it's going to come down to what Claus does in the final attack, if this does indeed 3 star, as that warded ability protects the blimp, making it all the way to the town hall. But this queen has a path directly for this multi-target Inferno as our ability does now go off.
And he makes it to the town hall with the blimp. That was very important. And there are super goblins apparently in it, and they were able to take it out. Now he needs to freeze the monolith, which he does in time, so the royal champion can take it out. No more spells, that is important, and a back-end scatter shot. He's got the power, I think. He's got an air defense there as well. Royal champion in the town hall poison, but that's perfect. He's sprinkling in the balloons because the scatter shot does splash damage, and he can tank for it this way. And they are celebrating. What an attack to finish it off.
VN eSporting putting up a 13-star performance here in the very first match, and Navi just needs a 2-star to get to 13. But if they do not get a 100%, they will be down a percent. So I think Claus will basically have to win on stars at this point.
That's absolutely right. Claus needs to 3-star. Any 2-star, even if it's a 99% 2-star, will mean Navi has to go to the lower bracket. And we said it before, they're our defending world champions. So the pressure is on for sure.
It's coming down to the final attack here in this match as we're taking a look at Hawk's closing attack here with the balloons pathing through RC ability going off and having those back-end balloons to help get that done. And VN can't do anything at this point. They are just sitting back and seeing what their bases now can do. One final base in this match, and it's got to be attacked by Claus. Claus must triple this attack to win the war. Let's go.
The man, the myth, the legend Claus is coming in with Inferno baby dragons. Usually we see some very sophisticated plans from Claus most of the time, but it seems like they have been practicing the Inferno baby dragons a lot. So now let's see where he comes in.
With 14 of them, he's even got a clone spell. Typically you see a clone used with super minions or super archers here. As the blimp lands, it makes it, pulls a red air bomb, there's the clone, there's a range, invis to keep them going, pulls another red air bomb, but he's okay. Looking to grab a multi, grabbing a mile, grabbing a town hall, and even a wizard tower at the end, taking out a defensive king, which can really help a world champion.
Yeah, that was great because that was expected from the base builder, as we could see with the Seeking Air Mines at the start and the Red Mines coming in. But Claus chose an angle that allowed him to still get it through. He got the value, and that's the most important thing about these attacks. Now the push with the Inferno Baby Dragons will be followed by the heroes coming in from the 6 o'clock side. That's why Claus is already funneling with the Yeti. Maybe he wanted to take out the air defense, which he doesn't. But so many Inferno Dragons still alive that they will be able to overwhelm it. But the heroes have to finish the base.
They have to do. There's 2 minutes left in this attack. He took out the town hall. There's no clan castle. The Inferno Dragons are flying around towards the eagle as the king is going to make its way towards the right side, protecting this queen with a wall break, coming in to open up this compartment to help his heroes continue his way around with a poison spell being invested on the defensive queen to slow her down.
And and possible skelly traps as well. And this wall break was so important so the queen wouldn't get stuck in this 6 o'clock compartment. And so far, this is looking amazing. Still has the Royal Champion to deploy as well. And a free spell, but now the Rage spell goes off. That's the last chance for the defender. The raged up defenses around there. If they kill off enough troops. He is smiling, that's right.
Oh, he's got the Royal Champion moving through. He's got a freeze left to use as he continues his way around. The Queen does lock onto a wall, so that's going to slow her down. You do want to see that Queen get outside the base, but unfortunately, she now retargets to the best wall to go to the top side of this base. As the RC ability does go off, there's only some Tessas. A couple point defenses on top side as he continues to push his way through with a minute left in this attack.
Yeah, it's looking good, but there are usually skelly traps around the Tesla farms, and we see 3 of them popping already. But I think he's overwhelming this with the full live Queen, and she doesn't even have to break a wall because all the walls are open, and with 50 seconds, time will not be the problem here. So either the heroes finish this base or, yeah, the time runs out. But we see it already, and now the smile is getting bigger and bigger as he knows. He's done it! NAVI win their first match, and VN go to the lower bracket.
Claus delivers, getting the 3-star when they needed it most, with putting NAVI to 14 stars, and NAVI will be advancing in the upper bracket. But VN eSporting will have another chance in the lower bracket. But what a first match in the 2023 Clash of Clans World Championship. Incredible stuff we have here, Max.
That's exactly why we've waited for this the entire year. Those matches, and especially with NAVI being the favorite here. And we saw the prediction beforehand, but they just... yeah, the VN just performed and was so close until the very last attack. So I would say now, let's hear it.